Hey guys, I'm Tutorial Phil. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a proper unboxing of the Labo item that I picked up from Tokyo. In my haul video, I had just simply unpackaged this from the repackaging that they do when you shop tax-free. And so this is the box that it comes in. I was actually looking online on the origin of the name, and I think this is the French spelling of an ingredient, which I'm assuming is the main ingredient in here. So the French pronunciation, I think, is Gaiac, and the English one, based on the flower or the plant that it comes from, should be pronounced Gaiac. I'm pretty sure since Labo is based in Grasse, which is in France and New York, I'm sure this is the French pronunciation, and it's spelled more like the French way, except there's supposed to be an accent mark on the I. But anyway, I got the 100 milliliter version, which translates to about 3.4 fluid ounce. This is the Eau de Parfum Natural Spray. So you can see it was compounded in Tokyo. I think the BHG29 might be the store code. This was in Ginza and Ginza 6, and it was created on December 4th, 2018, and you can see here it was created for me, Sartorial Phil, and I added the quotation marks too. And that's something Labo does pretty much for all of their fragrances. I think if you get the full-size bottles from them, they will customize a label for you. So this label is on the outside, which seals the box, and that's what I'm going to open for you. Before I get to that, I just wanted to quickly talk to you about where I got it, which was Ginza 6. And here is the receipt. This is the tax-free receipt. So you can see that the price was $48,000 before tax, which translates to around like $430 US. Because this was in a department store though, I had to pay the tax first and then get it back later. And I may do a separate video on tax-free shopping for Japan. So in order to open this, I'm gonna have to break the sticker. So I have a X-Acto knife, so I'm just gonna cut it. Like that. And then here's, I guess this is like where it was made in Tokyo. And I can already smell it from here because I think they're just empty bottles, and then they pour the perfume, or they decant the perfume in there at the store. And I think that's a signature process of Labo. They fill the perfume there as opposed to ship the perfume already stored. And I guess this is supposed to keep it fresh. The shelf life on the packaging suggests that it should only be kept for a year. That's what this icon, it's going to be a little small, but this icon right here with the 12M means, that means the shelf life after you open it is 12 months. So it looks like a container with the top open, and the text reads 12M for 12 month, which would be a year. And the label is basically the same as the one I showed you on the box. Compounded in Tokyo, the date, and then the custom label for the name. So nothing too different, because this is the same bottle they use. And the cap actually feels like it might be made out of metal. So I haven't sprayed this yet, so I think the straw should still be empty. And I'm gonna spray it for you guys. And whoop, there we go. This scent is definitely pretty strong. So I was trying to look up what the notes are, and on Base Notes, which is one of my favorite websites for finding information about fragrances, said that this was produced back in 2008. So this is actually, if Base Notes, if they are correct, this is a 10-year-old fragrance. And the notes list Gaiac wood as one of the top ingredients with musk, cedar, and olibanum. And the label describes this as a very woodsy scent, and that's definitely, I think, what you would pick up when you smell this as well. I forgot to mention earlier that this is the Tokyo exclusive scent. Labo does, I think, a few others, but for Tokyo, this is one exclusive to that region. So when I was putting this on my story while I think I was still in Japan, or when I came back, I was teasing it. I think a lot of you knew that I picked up the Tokyo exclusive while I was there. So when you first spray it, it smells a lot more sweet than the dry down. And when it dries down, you really get that cedar, or I believe in Japan they call it hinoki scent. But it's not overly musky or woodsy, I would say. There's a bit of green in there, kind of like grassy evergreen. And I definitely did enjoy it, and that's why I decided to purchase the large bottle, because it's going to be kind of difficult to get again unless you go to Japan or you get it from resellers, which usually charge a premium for being shipped to the United States. This reminds me a little bit of the Unnamed by Byredo. I would say I like the Byredo more, and it's a little bit less expensive than this one. But the Byredo also has kind of a woodsy green scent, although I would say the Byredo is a bit fresher, and the Gaiac is more earthy or more woodsy than the Untitled. Base Notes lists this scent as masculine. I think for the most part, Labo's fragrances, they don't necessarily assign a gender, but for some of the ones based on more floral notes, you could say those are more traditionally female. And this one, because it is more of a woodsy scent, that's probably why Base Notes may have attributed this more as a masculine scent. And I can kind of agree to that. I think when you compare it to other scents, as I'm still smelling it on my hand, I would say more men would be interested in this scent as opposed to women. And I think for this one, if you do get the chance to try it, you really gotta let it dry down, because it smells very different than when you first spray it. When you first spray it, like I was saying earlier, it's a bit more sweet. And when you just smell it from the bottle, so if you were to just pick up the bottle and smell the nozzle, you get more of a sweet smell than when you spray it on your skin and you start letting the top notes kind of evaporate away. And on the bottom, actually, it has Japanese on it too. So that's the katakana for it, which translates to the name of the fragrance. Though I believe if you were to read it like katakana, it would be pronounced more like Gaiac, Gaiaku or something like that. So since it's a clear label, it's a little hard to focus, but it basically has the same information, but just in Japanese. It's 100 milliliters. It doesn't seem to say where the fragrance was made. It may be made in the United States, because I think Labo is a US company, though it sounds like they have a headquarter or office in France as well. So I'm not sure, even though this is Tokyo exclusive, if it's actually made in Japan or not. So overall, I do really like this scent. It's different than the scents I currently have, which is why I decided to go for the large bottle. I think for the Byredo I was showing earlier, I wish I got another one because I'm running low on it and they haven't restocked it because it was a limited release. I'm hoping they still do, but this one kind of is a stand-in, but a more woodsy one. So this one would be more appropriate, I think, for fall and winter. So I'll probably be wearing this a bit more. So thanks for watching, subscribe for more videos, and check me out on Instagram for the latest updates and exclusive content. And I hope to see you in my next video.